Hello, my name is Lee Morgan, President of Farr Air Pollution Control. Our mission is to ship dust collectors in less than 1 week while still giving the customer a dust collector fabricated to their needs. Be the most customer-friendly company in the air pollution control business and make the best dust collector in the industry from an end-user operation and maintenance point of view.
State-of-the-art technologies, innovative business strategies, behind the scenes, insights from cutting-edge users around the globe on World Business Review.
Welcome to World Business Review. I'm Norman Schwarzkopf. Most factories generate dust. This can lead to various health problems for the workers, and it can be detrimental to the equipment as well. Controlling it requires special technology and procedures. Here for this discussion is Lee Morgan, President of Farr Air Pollution Control. Welcome, Lee.
Well, thank you, General. It's fantastic to be here.
Lee, how has compliance to air quality standards become a bigger issue in recent years, and why?
Well, today's high-speed machinery really gets into products from metal to wood, and it's making the dust finer and finer, and which is more likely to become airborne dust. And we have more studies today showing the health effects that dust particles have on people, so it's become a really big issue to improve air quality in factories.
Well, who is it that sets the limits on how much dust a factory can have, for instance?
Well, for indoor air quality, it's OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Association, and for outside, it's the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency.
You know, when I was coming home from the Gulf War, once the war was over, we had a huge number of vehicles, tanks and armored personnel carriers and this sort of thing, and we had to do exactly what you're talking about. We had to strip them of all the dust and all the sand particles on them before we were allowed to bring them back into the United States.
You bet.
For more on this, let's go to the World Business Review Field Report.
Dust collection systems can be a big operating expense and an even bigger maintenance headache.
Farr's technology is helping factories clean up air by allowing them to pull the air out of their facilities, filter it, and return it back into the facility without removing the heat.
It is a fact, industrial factories generate dust and fumes. The challenge is in the science to meticulously extract these pollutants from the air.
Our Farr Gold Series dust collector offers a wide range of features, from increased efficiency to reduced service requirements, to increased service lives, and a exceptional ease of installation and maintenance.
Farr has been producing dust collectors for well over 50 years that are designed to protect man and their environment. The basic belief is that we build a product that can last and be maintained in any given industrial environment. It's designed from a standpoint that's going to help the end user use their product easier.
Specially designed fume systems provide clean air solutions. The dust collector is part of that system.
A lot of people look at buying a dust collector or a dust collection system as something they don't want to do because it doesn't actually make any product for their factory. But by putting in a proper dust collection system, you actually have financial benefits in healthier employees with less sick time. You have machinery with less maintenance because the dust gets in the air and gets in the bearings of the machines and the slide points of the machines, and it can ruin computers. So there's a lot of paybacks in installing a proper dust collection system.
For World Business Review, I'm Jamie Mahler reporting.
Lee, what industries are subject to the strictest regulations?
Well, General, all industry is subject to some form of regulations, but those that deal with what are considered hazardous compounds are subject to the strictest regulations out there.
What is affordable compliance, and what is your company doing to address this?
Well, trying to put systems in that make financial sense for the business to clean up their factory and result in payback in healthier employees, reduced insurance costs, and machinery that lasts longer are all benefits of getting that dust out of the air.
Well, it sounds exciting. What are some of the recent advances in dust collection, and why are they significant?
Well, the filter medias that stop the dust have really come a long ways, and how Farr has taken those medias and put them in a dust collector by properly pleating them and bringing the media so that there's more of it in a smaller size footprint. Makes it a lot easier to deal with the dust collector, less filters to change out, for instance, and it takes up less floor space in the factory, which is very valuable to the business owner.
Well, what are some of the most important features to look for in dust collection?
Rugged, heavy-duty equipment, that it's built well. The painting systems are protecting the dust collector because they're often outside in the weather for years, and see the winters are real tough on painted dust collectors. Ease of maintenance, that it's real easy, no tools, extra fancy tools to remove the filters. And that it gets the dust, that it sucks the dust out of the factory and gets the dust out of the air, and then the exhaust air out of the dust collector meets the codes where you live for the clean air quality standards.
Yeah, so it's double danger there. First of all, you got to get it out, and then you got to get it cleared out once it's out, right?
That's right. You can't, if you suck it out of the factory and just blow it outside, you've now complied with OSHA, but you violated EPA.
Doesn't make your neighbors very happy.
That's right. So a high efficiency dust collection system stops the dust and puts it in a barrel under the dust collector for you to dispose of it.
Now, what is gold cone technology, and how is it unique?
Well, it's a patented technology we have at Farr for expanding the filter area in a dust collector. Most filters are just round cylinders inside a big box, and there was a limitation to how much air you could put into that box. And we came up with a way to put more filter media in that filter called the gold cone. We actually add a layer of filtration media up the center of the filter so air enters the bottom of the filter, and the net result is that there's less filters to purchase up front and for the life of the collector, saving the customer money.
Lee, why did Farr develop hemi-pleat technology?
Hemi-pleat technology is technology to hold the filter media pleats from touching each other. For 25 years now, this filter medias have been available to industry, but they haven't been very effective because of the way the filter's made. So we came up with a way to hold the filter media from touching itself, because in these style of dust collectors, the filters have to pulse the dust off the filters to be collected in a barrel under the dust collector. So basically what we did is came up with a way to make them work better and make the filters last longer, because nobody likes going in to change dirty filters in a dust collector.
What is Farr doing to make dust collection more of a science and less of an art?
By using a lab we have in Jonesboro, Arkansas, people send us their dust. We get boxes and bags of dust all day, every day. And we take the dust out and we analyze it. We run through particle size analyzers, look at it under the microscope for things that could get us in trouble, if there's fibers in the dust that could stick to certain things in the dust collector, looking for the submicron particulate that's really, really small, the stuff that gets stuck in your lungs. And then we go, okay, we have to use a certain filter media to address that. So by bringing their dust into our lab, we can have a more accurate picture of what we have to stop in their factory.
You know, my wife accuses me of bringing dust into the house. You know that, don't you?
I get the same thing.
How does high-efficiency dust collection benefit workers in the factory?
It gives them a safer, healthier work environment. If you have to work all day breathing dust, it's a problem. It's irritating. You don't like it. So you don't work as hard. You're going, I got to get this stuff away from me. So if you put in proper dust collection and pull that dust away from the worker, he's happier, he can get more work done, and he can see what he's doing. Some factories are so dusty, they can't see what they're doing in front of them.
Makes a lot of common sense, doesn't it?
It really does. We're just trying to put products out there that make sense to help the factory workers, that then as a result help the business owners make more money, be more productive.
Thank you very much, for giving us this information. It's something that all of us should be concerned about and be aware of. So thank you for appearing on this program.
Well, thank you, General. I've enjoyed it, and thank you for your time, and I really appreciated being here today.
And thank you for watching. Until next time for World Business Review, I'm Norman Schwarzkopf.